What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope you're all doing well. Not welcome back. Doctor, hello. Didn't we already stream today? Yes. Is that a problem? Should I not have streamed this morning? Is too much streaming a bad thing? Do you guys want me to stream less? Is that what I should be taking away from this? This is like, streamer, you should stream less, and then, go on for a little while. Streamer, you should stream less, until just eventually chat makes you retire without even realizing it. It's like, wait a second. These guys don't even like me anymore. Hey, you know what? We've been friends for years now. I've had enough. It's all over. It's all over. We're on our way out. Stream more Elden Ring? We'll stream more Elden Ring tomorrow, Doctor. We're gonna go to the Finger Ruins and we're gonna check out the I'll see if we can find the secret passageway to the giant section of map that I haven't found yet. Hey, what's going on, Whoa? Yeah, no worries, man. Always like watching the stream, so I'll always send the people over from time to time. You're the other. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I lurked a little bit, and heard you say, "Are you still there?" But like, how good would the bit be? Oh, this guy's AFK, and then put the leave emoji, and then I respond and don't actually leave. So, I had to stick to the bit. gotta act mad, Yeah, what's going on, KJL? Has a good chance against Notre Dame. I think they have a chance if Penn State doesn't play shoot yourself in the foot football, which they've been able to get away with in the last 2 games and still win. But like, I think they could have beaten Ohio State if they didn't shoot themselves in the foot. Like, the personal fouls, I understand face gonna happen. It's the personal fouls, and like, I think they have a chance against Notre Dame because I don't think they have like I think Ohio State is the scariest team right now, especially to Penn State, not only because they're conference rivals and all that, but I think Penn State's secondary gets torched by really good receivers, and Ohio State has really good receivers. I don't know too much about Notre Dame's. I didn't get a chance to watch the game today. Also, what's going on, Simon? Howdy do. So, I don't know exactly how strong Notre Dame is in that regard. But I think Notre Dame, from what I remember watching the Indiana game last week, they're more a try run first kind of offense, try and play that tough football, which Penn State also can play. Decide to run the ball like they did against Michigan. Well, I think they learned their lesson with that. Like, if there's anything to take away from that tape from the Penn State-Oregon game, if people didn't take away the Oregon side of things with how many big plays they gave up to Penn State, and then them doing the same thing to Ohio State. Penn State also, I think Penn State has a really good D-line, really good run defense and pass rush, but I think their secondary gets torched by really good receivers who can create space. And if they don't get torched, like, there's a good chance of a guy getting called for holding or pass interference. I hope so, Lockshead. I hope so, man. That's like, you want to talk about old school rivalry that doesn't really happen anymore? Notre Dame, Penn State, the old Independence. But like, if Aller plays smart, and I think if Penn State doesn't get too cute with some things and their secondary can hold, like, they've got a good chance to make it to the final. I know they say it's the hardest thing, and I know this is also looking way too far ahead. I think Ohio State beats Texas, especially the way Texas has been playing. If Ohio State plays the way that they've played the last 2 games. Yeah, I think it's the type of thing, like, it's really hard to sweep an opponent in the same season, but this Ohio State team is not the same Ohio State team that Penn State played. What's going on, Lance? Good day, good day. Happy New Year. Hurt, what's going on? 16 points on offense today. That's not going to cut it. Yeah, but also you have to remember, like, Georgia is also a defensive-heavy team. Yeah, you look over the past number of years how strong their defense has been. Gives them good wear and tear. I thought Arizona State was going to come back and win that game. That fourth quarter into overtime was nuts. Think Notre Dame should have joined the Big Ten? I think Notre Dame just needs to join a conference. I think at this point, the Big Ten has too many teams that's probably not going to be the case. But doesn't Notre Dame compete in, like, the ACC for literally, like, everything else? Was it Scattaboo? I tell you what, for a guy to talk all that smack about being the best running back in the country and stuff after finishing 5th in the Heisman vote, and then to go out and actually, like, the huge passing touchdown, huge receiving, the huge catch with the face mask at the end, and had some rushing touchdowns and 2-point conversions. I mean, the guy definitely put something, to back those statements. Take one of these weird California teams back. I mean, I'm also just on board for, like, we could give Rutgers and Maryland back too. But I guess we could also give back, like, UCLA. On that stage, yeah, well, and especially because doesn't Texas have a pretty highly touted defense? I thought. I don't actually know, like, the stats on that, but I think they were saying about Texas's defense being pretty good. Give them to the Big East or something? Isn't the Big East just like a basketball thing? Is the Big East even a thing in college football? Let me see here, because I always get NCAA football. What are the... Yeah, there's no Big East. Yeah, ACC, American, Big 12, Big 10, Conference USA, Independent, MAC, Mountain West, Pac-12, SEC, Sun Belt. Then I think you start to get into some smaller stuff that's like the FCS and everything. But yeah, that always throws me off. Yeah, Big East is always like a weird, like all those different college hoops. But I don't follow college basketball enough. So I always get thrown off with any of the conference things there. And the NCAA have an athletic conference just for basketball? Well, I don't know if it's for other sports too, but I know it from basketball. So, I mean, I could be lacking information there, but I know it from basketball. Because doesn't, like, Villanova and stuff play in it? I think it's, like, these schools that are... Yeah, they're all D1, but... I don't know, all the stuff is so weird. I don't know how that's all set up and who decided that that's how to do it. I pretty much watch college basketball if Penn State makes the March Madness tournament, and that's once every decade or so. Hopefully more frequently than that, because I don't mind watching it, but I just don't really have the investment to watch it like regular season games and stuff. Medium, moderate, fast is what we're going to be up against for round 3. Because of TV money. Well, yeah, TV money is a big influence over a lot of things. Yeah, and that's where Notre Dame has leverage, right? Because I think they think, you know, TV pays for them, basically. High, firm, medium. Yeah, that's fine. We'll play elite. Just stick with it. It's semi-pro now? Yeah, it is. It is. All the money involved in the way that it's all set up. And, like, you have, I'm sure, some players and stuff that go for the academics, but for most players, it's a semi-pro thing. It's just you have a restriction on how long you can play at that particular level of semi-pro. On short rest, I mean, it's not short. I mean, it is less rest. I mean, when is that game though? Is it it's the 10th? Is it next Friday? I mean, it's still 8 days of rest. It's longer rest than you would normally get in the regular season. But yes, I know that's going to end up being a talking point. They were already going to have 1 day less rest, which I thought was kind of odd the way that that's set up. You have a New Year's 6 and then 3 on New Year's Day, so one team was always going to have a day up. So we're uphill. 8 iron is pin high already. Throw this. I had a pretty good amount of roll on it. That's fine. I mean, it's all gonna come down to, can you get it close? And can you get the putter on the ball? In the hole. I guess I can always get the putter on the ball. I don't know what I'm saying. But it's, can you get the ball in the hole? No. Yeah, it's all, there's so much stuff with money, and like, not only the money, but then like, yeah, you look at the deal that the Big Ten signed, and you've got, it's always such a pain. What time of day is it scheduled for? Because that determines what network has it. If it's a noon kick, it's Fox has it. If it's a big game and Fox has it, that it sucks because it's not a night game. Whereas like the games that are picked up by ESPN, they just can slot them to the 7:30 game. Freaking hate big noon kickoff. I want my big games under the lights. That's so much to ask. You know? Is that really so much to ask for? That was quite fast, huh? And quite short. I do not want that camera. Go away. All right, doctor. I was doing the math. 1 in 6 in a row is like 1 in 64 chance to happen. Going for 7. That'll be 1 in 128. There we go. This is bombs away. Well, the fast ain't great. Man, 370 yards in the air, it's just like you get the chance. Fast again. Not bad though, you get it up to pin high and you actually have a chance. You actually have a chance. Oh, I only hit it baby fat. I wanted that a little bit more to the left. Take it though. Good evening, Deuce. Talk about getting a new phone a year or so ago. I got it, yeah, over the summer. Maybe like July, August time frame. So I've had it for a few months. Oh, missed it. Missed it, and Doctor continues his streak. Deuce, we were doing the math. Doctor is in some pretty unlikely territory. He has lost 7 straight, which is like a 1 in 128 chance. He's defying the odds. Stream more than Hemo. On one day where I have off from work. I mean, the man does it for a living, so as much crap as we give him for the amount that he streams, it's definitely way more than me on the regular. I hate this game. I am the one who knocks. I want to drive this. Is it a good idea? Absolutely not. It's all downhill. But I just want to send it into this upslope and onto the green. Go! Why do we play this game? What is that? What is that input? Mega slow. Okay. Low. Nice. I don't know what that was. I should have taken my time on the putt, but I don't know what that input was. Mega slow out of nowhere. Honestly, I'd prefer the RKO. RKO out of nowhere! It's been a long time since I've seen that meme. At least some people take this job seriously. Ah, yes. The job. We'll call it a job. The hobby that I make. Yeah, if we're gonna do a comparison to a job, the hobby that I make about 25 cents an hour. Oh no. Okay, first off, like I said, talk away. I would rather just talk and play rounds, but everybody gets super serious about everything. I like it. It helps keep me relaxed. Also, this is just warm up on Elite, so 0 for 2 on that. I like it. It's a little short, but I like it. Most lose money on their hobbies. That's true. I mean, we've been streaming for 8.5 years. I definitely have had a couple of negative years. But for the most part, we turn a very tiny profit. And that's mostly because I rarely spend money. No mercy then? Yeah, I mean, if it's... The thing is, like, it's up to me whether I, you know, when I read chat and how I respond and how I handle that. But, you know, if you look at, you know, the stream and stuff from this morning and, like, back in when we used to play Souls games all the time, I'd read chat during boss fights. It's all part of the skill, you know? You gain it over time. You play the game long enough, you get better. You learn when you can and cannot. It's up to you to time things properly and to execute and all that. Last 2 steps again and step. I hate you, man. I did 1 full rotation on each, and I think I did step 1 on both because of the super easy A and the I forget what the potential LR or whatever. Like I did those. I got like Beerus and Whis, Super Saiyan 3 Go Tanks, Super Easy A. I think some of my best pulls were I rainbowed my Gamma 1. Because the goalkeeper will respond. Well, that's that's fair. I think it's a little bit different when you're in like real-time competitive stuff. Even then, that's on the streamer or the player. I guess if SFL, they're not streaming it and they're just a player on the team, like that's on them. But I will say for me personally, I would gladly take people talking. Like it mentally is a very refreshing thing to just like have conversation going, but also just like the way that it benefits a stream. You know, like you have the stream being that much more inviting, right? Like it's always, he's fast, but it's always like a weird thing, right? You enter a stream for the first time and there's, maybe there are some people watching, but it's very lurker heavy, and that's okay. But if you have like nobody talking, the new person now has to like really be invested in the round because there's no sense of anything else. It's like, oh, people like him, but why? Or like, what's the deal here? And yeah, that is gonna be the case some of the time. That you're gonna get people that come in and enjoy the stream that way, but I just think it's so much easier when it's not just me talking to myself, because I'll narrate everything, right? Like I never shut up. But it is always like a mentally refreshing thing, and more mentally stimulating to have conversation than to just sit here and, well, it's 150 yards. Like sure, I'm gonna do those things, but this stream is inviting. Maybe not. I don't know, is it not? You're invited to watch this stream, does that count? Okay, there's the overcorrection. 2 Tech Vegetas, still don't have one. Super Easy Beerus, had to buy one with my ticket. 2-Fi Godkus, Zari Rainbow, I don't know where mine's at. Tech Bardock, still don't have them. Yeah, bringing the bot into this. Bringing the bot into this, I see. I see. That's close. Keep coming back for 6 years. Hey, there must be. I must be nicer than the bot. Lurkers are your idol. You want to lurk so hard this year. Retired now that you're over 2,000 subs. That's so much subbing, man. That's so much subbing. And it's not even 2,000 in my channel. No, I don't. I have my all-time gifted board posted. Very appreciative that people have even given that much. Alright, we're gonna put brakes on this. It's a little bit better of a tempo, still fast, but we've just been not finding tempo. Just not been really having a good time with it. Apparently that was way too firm. Thought they should give. Yeah, your wife found out and was like, hey, you've got a family over here, sir. Just in case you forgot. There we go. That's what we need. That's what we need. Because then it gives you shots like that. Tempos, baby, tempos. Tempos, baby, tempos. it's not gonna come out in a good spot for us. You know, I will say, and I don't know if this is probably just part of me getting older and stuff, but I definitely, like, I used to gift some subs, and I used to give bits and everything. I used to subscribe to multiple people. Now I just give out my Prime sub. And I don't know, I think if I'm being honest, it has to just do with, like, maybe, like, just less, I don't know, hype and stuff. Like, I don't know if I've just become calloused. I don't know if that's, I don't know what the right term is. I feel like I used to get more hyped, and maybe that's just the content that I was around. You know, I started watching when I really got into Twitch, because I did watch, like, Hearthstone and stuff for, like, my first year or so on Twitch, but when I got into the Souls stuff, like, that content was just, it was, you know, you're trying to beat Dark Souls 3 without getting hit for, like, the first time, and Dark Souls 1 was the only thing that was done. I mean, that content is in a way different spot than it was 8 years ago. Place priorities elsewhere. Well, that's also true. Like, 8 years ago, I didn't have a house, didn't have a kid, was just dating my eventual wife. You know, renting a basement, like, still living on my own. Yeah, priorities definitely were different. Need those. I need those to be aimed better, but I need those tempos. Gonna blow any day? Be your second son taller than Hemo? Oh man, poor guy is never even here to defend himself. Congrats, by the way. I know that it hasn't, like, officially happened yet, but it missed. No way, I thought it was catching the cup. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. Is that your second kid or a second son? I don't know if I'm getting that into, alright, streamer, that's too personal. Yeah, just follow it up with your address, your social, bank details, you know, the usual. Name of your first pet. Name of the first school you went to. It just yeah, your normal security detail stuff. Love family, but your personal life is definitely falling apart. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I mean, you don't need to dig into details and stuff, but wishing you the best. Hopefully, you can get it resolved if it is, in fact, you know, something resolvable. I see what you're saying. Yeah, kids in your business all the time. Free time is hard to ration out. Come on, you gotta chase up there. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that's why it's like, you know, as much as I stream, which is admittedly not that much, you know, all of my streaming and stuff is like, we put the kids to bed, or the kid, I don't have kids yet, but one day, put the kid to bed, and then it's like, my wife and I spend most of our time together on the weekend. Not that we don't during the week, it's just mostly on the weekend because I don't stream then, so we get nights together and stuff, but like, she goes to bed pretty early, so yeah, it'd be one of those things, like if I didn't stream, we'd spend time together until like 8:30, 9 o'clock at the latest most times, and then she'd go to bed. It's like, okay, you go stream, but I also finish work at 3, so we do kind of get like 3 to 7:30 together with our kid and dinner together and all that sort of thing. Just 19 years to go, counting down to retirement. That's always like a crazy thing to me, is like, I'm turning 30 this year, and yeah, you always see the financial stuff and they're like, how much money do you plan to spend in retirement? Because that's how much, you know, this is how much you should save. And I'm like, I don't know. You tell, how much is X number gonna get me? You know, give me some options here. You know, what's the I want to golf most days package look like? What's the I want to go on vacations a few times a year package look like? What's the minimalist, like, I have no idea. Try and touch the controller, it's a mean mug. Yeah, that's like, I get Monday through Thursday night, and then outside of that, if I want to play a game, maybe I have a chance to squeeze it in during nap time, which I know nap time is only going to last me for a few years until the oldest one stops napping. And then it's like, okay, good luck. Not to lose your hair. Oh, come on, man. You say young lad. I'm not even trying to stop the bleeding. Yeah, it is what it is, though. Like, the hair is hair. I'm not gonna, like, to me, that goes into, like, the more frivolous spending, and I'd rather go do other things than, you know, rather go on vacation or do a bunch of golfing or whatever, if I can, rather than spend a bunch of money trying to save my hair. Hour nap now, so you can't even get stuff during. Yeah, like, fortunately, his naps have been a little bit better recently. He's been going more like hour and a half to close to 2 hours, but my guess is there's probably like a growth spurt going on. But I also don't know, like, when you're supposed to reevaluate naps and stuff, for like sleep cycles and, like, not sleep cycles, but like wake windows and things. Like, I don't know if, I guess you just let them sleep, but I don't know if we're getting to the point where, like, bedtime should be later, or if we're still in just like a comfy spot right now. That's not as slow as I thought. I mean, not great, obviously, but remember how many scars you have on your head? Well, the scars, I would imagine, make it hard to grow hair in those spots, so I guess you have to grow the hair elsewhere to try and cover them up, right? a large head of hair, they just think you're pretty dumb. They think you're pretty dumb, or they think you're a pretty dumb? Like, if you have hair, they think you're pretty but dumb, or what? Embrace the bald? Not yet. My wife will tell me when it's time to embrace the bald, doctor. That's not my final say, which is okay with me. Like, now I will say, my wife still likes it the way that it is, or doesn't think it looks bad, whatever you want to call it. My sisters, on the other hand, are a little bit less on board with the current hair situation. But fortunately, you know, I don't live with them. You know, their influence is minimal. Listen to the stranger. Always. Always listen to strangers on the internet. They will never steer you wrong. Sisters are always against you. Facts. Yeah, dudes, I'll have to remind me later to pull up my summons, just to give you the lowdown on like how they went. What is it? Is it like 250? Is it 580 total? That's when you're getting a haircut every time you see her. Oh man. TFR, get in there, man. Thank you for the raid. How are we doing? It's illegal to lie on the internet? Somebody on the internet told you so? Yeah, no, nobody would ever lie on the internet. And also, those guys on RuneScape are gonna double your gold. 100%. Hey, good evening, Heels. Joined you in Turkey. Funny enough, a guy that I work with is originally from Turkey. The last time, like before I moved, we had a happy hour with our team, and he was talking about going to Turkey, like people going to Turkey for hair transplants. So, you know, perfect timing. I might have some connections. I don't actually know if he knows anybody in particular before you start asking. Thinking of starting a meme coin? Explain. What are you considering? Waiting on the Nigerian prince with his inheritance? Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Although I think Tribe actually had his Nigerian prince moment. Because what was that? I don't know if you guys have heard that story. It was like maybe 2 years ago or something, back before the whole like gambling thing on Twitch. Tribe was streaming like stake gambling stuff, and a dude gave him a decent amount of money to gamble on stake, like for him. He got to keep it, but just to like live vicariously through him. They're all surgeons over there. That's like what Costa Rica's dental stuff, and like actually like really good dental stuff from what I've heard. Yeah, Turkey has hair transplant stuff. I don't know what else they have. I don't know if they do dental too. But yeah, there are definitely some other countries that have like fairly cheap procedures. It's just you have to obviously pay to get there. So I guess you build a vacation around it, I guess is the game plan. You know, 2 birds with 1 stone. All right. So We're gonna get into Plat here. We've got rounds 3 and 4. Your hair's in more of a recession than the US in 2009? Hales, we were just talking about it. I turned 30 this year. Alright, this is what I've got to work with at age 29 and a half. When it comes to any cosmetic surgeries, go out of country. Yeah, a guy on my team, he was talking about like his experience with Costa Rica for dental work, and apparently it was really, really good. My grandmother, they lived in Arizona. She would go to Mexico. Bottomless mimosas and new pain med with it. Perfect combo. Those things, it clearly just meant to go together. All right, so we got rounds 3 and 4 of Plat coming up. Ads are about to hit, so we're gonna kick those off to disable the pre-rolls. Nobody's gonna miss out anything because we're all gonna get up. We fill our waters, you know, gotta stay hydrated, stretch out, you know, get the legs all stretch, all good, you know. Don't wanna sit too long here. If you're enjoying the stream and you haven't already, follow the Twitch, sub to the YouTube, and we'll be back in like 3 minutes with more Plat. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. Okay. So I need to clarify. Okay? I need to clarify that the ads situation, alright, first off, disables the pre-rolls, which is muy bueno for all the new viewers. But secondly, I do not determine how many ads are run, okay? Doctor, that's honestly kind of incredible. Is that 1 in 256? Right, 2 to the 8th? 2 to the 8th, yeah, 1 in 256. So let's see, that is a 0.00 or percent. That's a 0.39% chance. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. But yeah, I don't dictate, and like I know people will complain about like, oh, the number of ads, but it's 3 minutes. So however Twitch fills that, it might be, you know, if you have a lot more ads, it means you have more like 15-second ads. If you have less ads, it's just 30-second stuff. But the ads are actually, I don't like running them, but what I've come to kind of accept is that ads presented as pre-roll is a much worse experience, because I think the people that enjoy the stream and will stick around will put up with it. It's also on a break, like you're not missing any content. But for new viewers, you come into a stream and you have nothing known about me, and you're hit with a pre-roll ad. Like, why would you even stick around to find out? Right? Like, that's kind of the whole thing behind it. So, I hate ads, but I also hate being fed ads at inconvenient times. So like, I would rather a stream take a break and roll ads during that than like me be mid-conversation with you and an ad hit. Because then I'm like, well, this sucks. I don't know if this 4-iron is gonna track the way that I want it to. We're gonna try. Just press a button to start ads? Yeah. Usually bail on pre-rolls unless they're your kind of pre-rolls. I left that too far out to the right. I can show you how I have it set up after this heals. But I pretty much have it set up to... so basically, ads, streamers get the bump in ad revenue when you run 3 minutes of ads within an hour. So I try and time my ads out 50 plus minutes to try and get close to that hour mark. So I have mine set to run like 3 minutes of ads every 52 minutes or something like that. So that gives me a little bit of buffer. I can snooze ads, but I have the ads manager. I have the ads manager set up, and then I just will manually run it so that it doesn't, because it'll run automatically. Like if you let it just, the ad thing time, and then it sits for a little bit before it actually serves the ads. So I just kind of have it like off to the side and keep an eye on it. Put too much break into it, that's okay. But let me see here. So we're going behind the scenes. All right, we're going behind the scenes. So this is what my dashboard looks like. I just have this ads manager here, so it tells me when the ads are starting. I have a snooze button that like the snoozes will become available like hourly. I can see how long pre-rolls are disabled for, and then I just have this run 3-minute ad. So I'll just keep an eye on this in the corner. Typically I'll just break it up in between rounds. So like we'll play this round out, and then you know, that'll take a good amount of time. It'll be pretty close to the next thing, and then we'll run the ads again. Okay, we dropped a bunch of frames. We dropped a bunch of frames. But yeah, I just like to make it so that nobody's missing anything. Have we been dropping frames on Twitch, by the way? Or are these YouTube frames? I guess that's the thing, is I do not know where the ad, or not the ad, where the droppage is in terms of frames. Play original music. Yeah, you can fill the time how you want. Like, I made this little thing, so it's the please hold for ad rain, and I literally have the word ad raining down over the screen. And then some of you probably don't hear this because the ads kick in, so let me find it real quick. Is it on? Yeah. So then I have this. I have that little ad bite. Although I was thinking about it today, I could also make one if I wanted to that's like Raining Blood by Slayer. But it's raining ads. Raining. But that's a little aggressive, I don't know. Get fuzzy sometimes. Yeah, I guess it's just been a little bit of frame droppage. It looks like it's steadied out. And bitrate looks good on Twitch now. And I don't see anything issues with YouTube. So just let me know if you guys see anything with frame droppage and anything. I'll keep an eye on it, but hopefully it was just like a blip. Alright, so we're gonna hit this out to the side and then the wind drift. But yeah, so that's like my big thing is like, you know, obviously the little bit of extra ad revenue is nice. I mean, we don't have enough viewership for the ad rev to be like a large number anyway, but disabling pre-rolls for the new viewership, like, you don't want the ball to stop rolling before it really even gets going, you know? You want people to enter the stream and get a chance to check it out. You don't want it to be like, ooh, there's an ad, see ya. And also the other thing is, on average, a person will view a stream for like 30 minutes. And that's like looking at the average, that's including all the people that watch for hours on end, right? Because you have some of those viewers who'll be there the whole stream, so they're gonna average out the people that pop in and, you know, leave real quick. So if you're playing ads close to every hour and people are only watching 30 minutes, there's only really a few people that are gonna get hit with that stuff. And you figure, obviously not everybody, right? Because the money's involved in everything, so no guarantees of stuff, but like more likely than not, people that are around a lot are gonna be subbed, and so it all kind of works out. Agreeable feeling about the pre-rolls. Wants to see your gameplay, they'll decide to leave. Want them to make that, yeah. So it's like, and when it's a shared thing, like nobody's missing anything. It's like take a break. Like if people want to leave because the streamer took a 3-minute break, then so be it. But like the way I look at it is, if nobody's missing content, it's at worst like live television. Or not live television, it's like, it's at worst like a recorded TV show, but has an interactive element. I don't want it to be live TV with interaction and then ad pops up. Like I'm mid-conversation with you, or you're just coming in to join the stream and it's like, I don't know this guy, they're playing golf. you know, unless you really, really like golf and you're desperate to find somebody and there's nobody else on, like, sure. But, you know, if there are other options out there, which oftentimes there are, why wouldn't you go there? P-break ads only? Oh, I'm absolutely peeing on those breaks. Gets me an hourly pee, hourly stretch, water refill, you know, make sure I'm hydrated. It's good for the system. I got a little bit greedy with that. Swung real fast. 0405 were the best Tiger Woods games, Stormshib. I missed those ones. My first Tiger game was 06. My first one was 06. But I enjoyed it. I mean, love the old Tiger games. I'll take your word for it on those two. A lot of streamers are worried about hydration. Well, I will say this, Lockset. It is very, very easy when you're streaming to, like, get in kind of a groove and just kind of, you know, you're gaming, you're talking, and you just very much so, like, lose track of basic things. You know, obviously going to the bathroom or, like, severe, you know, dry mouth, yeah, we'll get you taking action for necessities, but oh, that came out way short. But something like I can very easily not drink a good amount of water. This is gonna go left to right. This kind of breaking, going. It's gonna be close. Dang. Worst part is it's always the firm low miss. Always stings. Dehydrated, not enough movement. Yeah, like the forced hourly stand-up break. You know, because back years ago, you know, streaming and stuff, and even now I probably still could, but if you're engaged enough, like I've had 4+ hour streams where I don't refill my water and I don't get up to go to the bathroom. Like easily 4 or 5. Collecting it like intentionally, but it just kind of happens. I like that line. Is it too deep? It's moderate, but it's fast. Finally. Freaking finally. It's been a long time since the nipple lasers have made an appearance. It's been a long time. Whew. Right, TFR? People are always asking for it. Finally delivered. There's finally a time to actually break it out. So for 5 hours straight playing Farming Sim, me and a couple buddies played some Farming Sim for a little bit because it was on Game Pass. It's pretty easy to get. Like I can see how people sink a bunch of time into it. Yeah, we didn't spend too much time. Like we played like 1 or 2 sessions, but I can see how people just get sucked in very easily. Oh, 96%. It's gonna kick the downslope here. Bite. Yeah, that stinks. Underhit it, so it caught the downhill bounce. Would have been too much to go Albie ace. Your buddies won't farm. They don't have that. They don't have that rural blood in them. Or they do, and they don't want to do their day job on a video game. Man doesn't fist pump pars? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Unless it's like, the only exception would be like a hole that is ridiculously hard and like par is a really good score, but it's video game golf. I'm not getting excited about pars. No siree. What is with these 96%? It's 2 in a row on the lob wedge. It's really hurting. I'm not letting my lob wedge get to a full swing apparently. Sucks. It's basically back-to-back potential birdies that we just tossed. Finau chipping on the green for less than 75 feet today. Did you call in the rules? What was it a couple years ago? Wasn't there somebody that called in like they saw on TV that one of the guys grounded their club like the slightest bit on a bunker? And they retroactively applied the penalty. I'm gonna be one of those guys. Call it in on Finau. Say that's not TGC rules. Was it DJ? I couldn't remember who it was. I know that was 2-3 years ago at this point. I do not like this Sam I am. This is scary. We're going for it. Ow, I hit it fast. It's gonna go off the back of the green now. Cool. Cool, that fast caught so much wind. Love that. Love that. That's fantastic. Nope. Another par. Alright. So Albie into not being able to score anything. Nice. Hourglass? Hold on, did we get another 2K tweet? But yeah, no, that would suck. You're playing around, you're a few holes later, you think you got a score, and then suddenly they come back and tell you, actually, that hole back there, yeah, you lost 2 strokes. Excuse me? What? Like, that would... Personally, that would do a number on me. If I were good. Why do I keep underhitting these? What am I doing? It's 96, 96, 97. I'm like not completing my backswing. My timing is like suddenly incredibly off. Do not know what's up with that. Oh, that's tracking. Alright, well at least we make a birdie from downtown. 600 with an albatross. Nice. Nice. Okay. Let's get this back on track, shall we? Finish the swing. I'd rather the 101. I'd rather be 1% over than 4% under. Cause that's just that big of a shortfall is. It's just too much. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is let this ride the wind out to the right, and we're gonna try and hit to the right of the hole short and bounce it up to it. 98% again. I didn't aim it left enough though, so it's gonna stay high. Gonna stay high all the time. Well, staying high all the time, that might have something to do with you, Loxhead. I don't know that under hitting it has anything to do with you. I know you're back to trying to low. It's crazy that it can go that far past the hole. That's close. That's close. Alright. Come on, full swings. Full swings only. 12 in, off the side, 193. 6 iron's long, but I mean 7 iron is 100% short, so try and draw it back, maybe? You make me nervous. I hit an albatross with you sitting here. I don't know. You can't have this both ways. Like, I really don't know. Really don't know how else to put it. There you go. There's also a putt. $110 perfect. I've hit like a 110 one time, and it was sitting on the Top Golf range intentionally trying to hit a 110 over the back net. But it took way too many attempts. I hate everything about this too, by the way. 63-yard pitch shot. It's gonna play more than 2 yards in, but like, I don't wanna... Oh, I slowed it. It's coming back down the hill. Damn. Did not hit a good tempo. Did not hit a good tempo. That's my bad. This also just is really bad. Come on, you gotta keep breaking. Not quite. Almost. $2K25 trailer, January 6th to 12th. Or are we actually getting official stuff, Heels? Are we getting a window? Or what are we talking here? Because my speculation is that the announcement to the announcement... Oh, see, Mount Tweet was only half read. Well, so my speculation is we're gonna get an announcement to the announcement sometime between today, because today's Thursday, and Sunday. And then we will get trailer stuff the following weekend. Yeah, assuming the announcement when the release would be. Yeah, I saw that. I commented on it. But I have my theories as to why that would be the case. And that's because if you've noticed in the game, why would PGA have ads in 2K23 out of nowhere? So my theory is that we're gonna get something one of those weeks, if not both of those weeks. That's why I'm kind of going with the both of those weeks, something this weekend and something the following. But the way that reads though would also mean that there's like an actual like announcement that's made on the broadcast or on a broadcast. Chance to win a copy by competing in those. Become a PGA Tour pro and make it into this event on moment's notice, and you can win a free copy. PGA Tour 2K25. Release date TBD. In game. Yeah, you gotta play our society. We'll give a free copy to the hacker that finishes first. It'll be great. You're gonna be so nice in 2K25. You actually gonna play? I know we were just talking about your personal life and your time to invest. But you gonna be grinding 2K25? Gonna get involved? Oh, that's an eagle, by the way. GG's. Love to see it. Pretty terrible at 2K23. I haven't really witnessed. .370 yards. You love to see it. All right, little uphill. Wind is only gonna. This is the problem. Like the wind only nets you a few yards here. .2 a.m. on a Friday, Saturday stream. Yeah, I was asleep. There's pretty much a guarantee that I was sleeping at that point. This is a little bit more drivable than it's been. You have the better dressed golfer, but you barely play the game. How can you have the better dressed golfer? You gotta get them coins. Grind that shop out. Also, if you thought that last golf shot was a golf shot, how about that golf shot? Eagle, baby! Come on now. I am a banana! Just imagine if we didn't par those couple holes right after the albatross. I was like, who's messaging me? I always have like random notifications that come in. It's like, your dividend paid. I was like, well, why is there dividend paying at 9 p.m.? Aren't business hours way earlier in the day? Bottomless VC, perks of being a workaholic. Are you like Carpy? Buy in VC in a game that you just have to play to get VC? That's still like one of the funniest things with this game. Is like Carpy being like one of the few people to actually buy VC in this game. And it's like, you get plenty just by playing it. Especially considering we don't have to purchase balls for TGC. A little fast. I moved it back left, so it's a little left. Still a green found. We're gonna have a chance to make another 10-footer here and take another bird. Oh, it went low. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, hung low side, but... Oh, damn. Feels bad. Heels, I have a very important question for you, and I mean no offense with your name. Why is the M lowercase? I've always kind of wanted to know that. I've never actually had any sort of explanation as to why. Badman is one word, but you are, I just want to make sure, you are familiar, Batman is also one word, but you're also familiar with the emote Feels Bad Man, which has a capital M, because that's where my mind goes. Okay, so it's more a play on Heels Batman than the Feels Bad Man emote. Okay, that explains a lot, because I've been like, this whole time, I'm just like, but the M is capital. It's Feels Bad Man. So like, Heels Bad Man. And I see the lowercase m and I'm always greatly thrown off. Oh man, it just broke low. Might need the capital letters to still allude to the emote. Kind of, yeah. Like I think my brain goes, oh, is that supposed to be a play on the emote? But the M's not capitals, so it puts my brain in like a little bit of a funk. You know? Is it an illusion or is it just an illusion? What's, you know, A for effort, I guess. We were 6 to 12 long range. We only had 3 putts inside 10 feet, or 5 to 10 feet rather. And we had an albatross, so albatross, 2 eagles. Yeah, what's going on, Mike? When does Penn State choke? Are we actually going to witness Franklin winning a championship? I think Penn State has a chance against Notre Dame. I think they play similar football. If we lose to Notre Dame, I think it's going to be because of like personal fouls and those sorts of things. I think if they make the championship, it's likely to be against Ohio State, and I think the way Ohio State's playing right now, we will lose again. So, I mean, there is a world here in which Penn State actually does it, but they've, in my opinion, played a little bit too sloppy in terms of some of these like personal foul calls. That's what's really going to kill us, because these games are heated, they're passionate, like you're trying to go out there and win. You can't do stupid stuff and just keep giving them first downs and 15 yards. Pretty good. Yeah, the Ohio State team in this playoff is not the same one that was in the regular season. Whatever Michigan, all the stuff with the flag, that something lit a fire there, because now they are playing like a way better team. Just hoping Abdul Carter is ready. Yeah, I know they don't disclose stuff. You know, unfortunately, they were able to still manage well on defense without him in there, and he's got another, 8 days of rest here. I guess 10 days of rest until the next game. So I would anticipate, unless it's something really bad, that he'll be ready to go. I mean, he was still padded up and stuff. Sadly, it's the opposite. Yeah, they regular season them was struggle busing. Losing to Michigan and all of that really seems to have turned the tide for them. Like, they lost the close one to Oregon early. I think Penn State could have beaten them. They weren't playing good football. Penn State played sloppy, like couldn't get it in from 5 yards out, and had some personal foul issues and things like that to extend drives and help Ohio State out. Like, I think there was a lot of that sort of thing. But, the chance to knock Ohio State out of everything was in the regular season. For teams to give them losses, because I didn't think regular season Ohio State was as good as people kept talking about. There was a lot of touting, like, they've got the best group of players and like that sort of thing. And I'm like, yes, but they're not playing well. Now they look like the clear betting favorites. But obviously we'll see here, if they can keep that momentum going. But against Tennessee and then against Oregon, they lit them up. And I know they say it's the toughest thing to beat the same opponent twice in the same season, and I agree. I think in a general sense, yes, but this is not the same team that Penn State played, and they lost earlier. I think looking at the way that they gave up yards to Tez Johnson and stuff with Oregon, I think, Jeremiah Smith and Ibuka and stuff, like, you're gonna get ripped apart, I think. Most expensive college roster, 20 plus million. Yeah, I mean, they spent a bunch on offense defensively from what they were talking about in the game yesterday. They've got a lot of like third, fourth, fifth year guys that have been with the program, but you splash on offense, and it goes big. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with college football over time here as the salary caps and like all that stuff gets more regulated and even, and you no longer have these disparities of certain teams that are spending way more. I mean, you're still going to have it, but the Power 5 level at least is going to get a little bit more neutralized in terms of the spending. Yeah, I mean, there were like 2 possessions that it was like first and goal from like the 5, and they couldn't punch it in. Before half, you had that crazy, like, what looked like an incomplete pass, then was suddenly an interception, that killed that one. I think Penn State had a pick 6 to start the game, and then on the next drive, had them done on third down, personal foul. They drove down the field, scored, tied the game. It's like, you could have been up 7. They were moving the ball on Ohio State, which, like, what they did against Oregon proved that I think they can definitely move the ball. Like, I was very surprised that they went toe-to-toe with Oregon like that. Penn State's going to spend it all in the stadium. They've got enough donors and stuff that I mean, I know they like right after the SMU game, they started construction on the press box. I think they were doing I got an email about a demolition party or something. It was like Penn State Athletics is like, come to this lot at this time for demolition. I don't know if it's this weekend or was today or what, but that stadium's gonna be under construction for like the next 3 years. I'm gonna be interested to see like how that affects seating and like what the stadium looks like during that stretch. I'm interested, Heels, in the Belichick era. I'm very, very interested to see how that goes. I think he's gonna do what Coach Prime did and stuff, and attract a lot of talent as a coach. Bring guys, people are gonna want to come play for him. I think he's gonna create like a great path to the NFL for a lot of guys. Be very, very interested to see how that goes. Only thing you can be is hopeful. Yeah, I mean, we shall see. We shall see. And it's also going to be one of those tough things of the conference that you play in, right? The way that ACC gets looked at and stuff, and the competition that you play, it's what you play, but you can build up a program and it's good, but if you don't play that level of competition enough, there's going to be chances of surprise, like, oh wow, this is this much tougher. I mean, you look at some of these teams that suddenly go up against Big Ten, SEC, whatever, and it's a different ball game. It is just a different ball game. All about paying the players. Give them an inch, they took a mile. Yeah, it's I mean, I get that, like, name, image, and likeness, like, that you shouldn't be like restricted from making any sort of money off of yourself, but yeah, the no cap. I mean, it's the Wild West right now, right? There's not really the limitations on things. It's all free for all. It's kind of while it's unregulated, we're gonna take a chance and try and win this thing. Win a championship before it gets changed over. All right, so after a rough round 1, we're T10. A 16-15 round 2 and 3, and a 62. I mean, look at that. By far the worst round 1 here. 62. We are the worst round 1 in the entire. Tied with Chiappini and Rusquachi. We are the worst round 1s to make the cut. So that's pretty impressive. Worst round 1s to make the cut, and we're T10. So, looking pretty good. Give us like the 60 or something. All of a sudden, we're up here inside the top 10. Make a couple of more birdies there outside of that, where we had those 96, 97%. We're up here. We're playing well. Bonus money for performance measure. Yeah. X number of sacks gets you a bonus. Then you're gonna have wiggle room left in your. You're gonna pay the guys a little bit less, but starters, there's gonna be wiggle room for sack numbers and touchdowns and yards. I mean, I think his is gonna go as pro, like similarity, mirror image, whatever you want to call it, as possible. I think that's what I would expect to happen, right? Because that's the experience that you have. That's what everything is kind of building toward, and has like a very similar style to it. Kentucky Wildcats never stop. What's going on? We're close. Yeah, you guys took our Will Levis, and we had to stick with Sean Clifford for a few years. It was a good time. It was a good time. All right. So, as discussed. Oh, no, hold on. Before, I'm not gonna jump the gun on that too quickly here. We've got some time to to still chat a bit before we run the ads, and get into round 4. So just to kind of go back around to what we were talking about earlier with my suspicions about 2K25, this right here feels entirely out of place. Just given the rest of this game, right? This game has been out since 2023 or 2022. 2022. I don't think we've had anything like this. We've had stuff that points to the in-game society, right? Like, I don't know if there's anything right now with that coming up. No. There's not. But we've had stuff before that's like, play whatever event, is going on IRL right now that we have in the game. Play Pebble Beach in the 2K series. Yeah, Players Championship. You have certain championships. But that was also, was it last year? I know we've had Players Championships. A lot of times it's like, it comes out when those are, and then like, oh, Hero World Challenge, get your free hat. Log in the 4 days and get pieces of gear. This just feels a little bit different to me. This is purely just like an ad for PGA Tour. Will EA sell the rights? I don't think it has anything to do with EA. That's will Augusta give the rights to 2K, and does EA's, I guess the other caveat with that is, does EA's have an exclusivity provision? Right? Those would be the kind of the two things, because the thing we have to remember is Augusta and the Masters have worked with EA in the past. So there's kind of like a long-standing partnership. Got Augusta and release it this week before. I mean, they could, right? I mean, that is like peak golf, right? But there are some bigger tournaments that are before that I think having the game out before and having content in the game to kind of keep pushing. The Century, Hawaii, I mean, I think those are good to like get an announcement and get hype kind of building. But I think as long as you have it out before, you have some of those big, you have the Pebble Beach Pro-Am, they play at TPC Scottsdale, right? Phoenix Open, or Waste Management Open, I forget what it is these days. But like some of those tournaments are building. Riviera's an okay sized one. Early season. I know they're also going to play at, I think, Torrey Pines. Oh, it's a Ryder Cup year, so it could be interesting if they launch, and have some Ryder Cup content. I know that's a big thing that, like, I'm hoping they took things from EA and saw what things worked. There were a lot of things that didn't work, but if they can build up career mode, take some of the events, like, I think I'd have to like really sit down and think and piece my thoughts together, but just like off the top of my head, better career mode. I think you have to drop PS4, and I was gonna say Xbox 360 because it freaking feels like that. Xbox One, like, drop those, boost the graphics a little bit. I don't know what that means in terms of like what they can optimize in their, with the engine and the designer. I think those get upgraded. I think if you can get Ryder Cup and like more online content, whether that be, I think they should have different lobbies for competitive matchmaking. So you have what you still have now, which is solo and duo match play, but you have a pro playlist, a master, legend, pro-am. You have different playlists for it, and your rankings are separate for each one of those. And maybe you have some sort of like your certain rewards are based on the individual one you're in, and certain ones are based on like a combined score, so that it's not like I didn't grind this one, or like I only got to a certain level in all of them, so I didn't get the highest thing. Maybe there's some shared XP thing, I don't know. But I think you have that. You have like the Ryder Cup. You give different ways to play work on improving that online experience, and like that stuff has to be in the game out the gate so that you get people in, they get into those things, and then you update, you release, courses and different content and whatever. Like you have all of that stuff that you want to keep people in. You don't want to, people go in, they leave, and then you try and lure them back, which is what happened with 2K23. With the ranked and stuff. And like, if you can, obviously it's only the Steam charts, but you can see the history of let me see here. You can see what happened with PGA. Where's mine? You can see what happened with PGA here. This was launch. This is PC, so it's relative, but you can see where PC was at launch. Can't really quite get to its peak. So it peaked at 3,500, 1,200 average. Then it dipped. Look how hard it fell the next month. 567 and a peak of 1K. It took like a 3.5x hit. But then they dropped ranked. Look at this. Now we're back up to launch numbers. We're exceeding launch numbers, and we're actually holding for a while. And then, you get these dips in the cold months. Golf comes back. And it's still kind of strong. We're in year 2. We're in the down months here. If you launch somewhere, I mean, I think we get announcement stuff here. I think if you launch in March, if you're looking at these metrics and you're looking at the play stuff, you hit big and then you roll into master season and you run through the summer and you're booming and you can keep pushing stuff. Like, that to me is a formula. I mean, look at this. You got more peak players in April of 2024 than you do at launch. That's not normal. It takes a lot to do that. I mean, you see that maybe with some like live service games that are really big and build over time, and then they have big launches of like a new season or league or whatever, like if you're thinking like PoE or something like that. Yeah, you have to. If they do not, and they have so much to build on with this game, but if you do not launch a full game at release, I mean, you are shooting yourselves absolutely in the foot. Golf Simulator season would be opposite of real season. I don't know exactly when the TGL season runs. It might be like a mini league here before the big tournaments get going. Yeah, but we're not. Yeah, I mean, generally there are still a fair number of people playing this. But I think they have a chance. You launch a new game and you do things right and you add what people want and you do it well. I think you can really make a big thing, especially with coming off of the disappointment of EA's game and the game just being abandoned basically. Like, the door is open. Just build on what you have, which is already very good, and just make it better. Give us other things to grind, and it will happen. Like, just feed it. Just do the right thing, 2K, please. Please, we beg of you. All right, we're gonna roll some ads here. Get rid of the pre-rolls. Appreciate you all watching. If you have not already, follow the Twitch, sub to the YouTube. It would mean a lot to me, very much so. Help me out. And we will be back for round 4 of Plat right after these messages. Alright, take it easy, heels. BRB!
It's raining.
Ads. Alright. Round 4. What do we got here? What are they serving us up? Back tees, high winds, west defaults. Firm, and slower than fast. Okay. We'll rock and roll with it. Also, I don't think we've dropped any frames since the beginning of the stream, because we dropped 88,000, which sounds like a lot, but I think considering we're feeding all 5 transcoding options, I don't think that's too bad. I don't think that's too bad at all. Also, I'm just gonna do a quick little reset of the capture card just to make sure that, because it felt a little bit delayed. Just want to make sure that everything is synced up properly and looks good on my own screen. Alright, so this is gonna come up short, and then it's high winds at like 11, which... do a little draw here. I know it's gonna come up short. That slow hurts. Oh, but that's a good kick. I thought it was gonna kick to the right. That's a really nice kick. Love to see that. Alright, now we got a chance for an eagle. The crazy part is it doesn't break a ton in that first bit, but it breaks a lot as it goes. No way. No way. Alright, I respected it too much. I respected it too much. Damn. This is gonna come out like in here, 7-iron. I think you still want to give it a little bit. Oh wow, I know I slowed that, but apparently I needed to deloft that way more to cut that wind. Like, unless the slow really just nuked it that hard out of the sky there, that was a severe misread. Man. Missed the first one high, then that one lips. It's just, it's not gonna be our round, huh? The game's already telling us early that we're in for it. Also, that said firm, it's a default firm. That's quite the firm default, I'll tell you that much. This is gonna come out to the right. I mean, I'm trying to get this to land and chase a little bit. That's the tempo. Alright, now out of the light rough, just roll on down there. Yeah, buddy, there you go. Who's a good ball? Is that wrong? Are you not supposed to talk to the ball like it's a dog? I mean, it did obey the command, so like, why not? I think it's reasonable. Alright, little pitch shot. Except tough thing with the pitch shot is uphill into wind. So, I think you're looking at it landing like there, then you're coming into like a weird how much do you de-loft sort of situation. And I think this pitching wedge, shall we loft it a bit to get the job done? Little slow. Loft was the right call, I think. Maybe not as much as I thought. That came out short. I guess that's kind of what I was reading it for, given that it rolled out where I wanted. Okay. I got a little aggressive on that. I was trying to overpower it because it's into the wind, and I knew that you would need that in order to do anything. Although, I suppose had we... I'm being careful here. I'm laying it back. I could take a club with more distance, but I think had we gotten that in, you could have maybe taken driver off the deck back there. So by us missing that way, definitely hurt ourselves a little bit. A little fast. This does feed back to the right. Hopefully it has enough to roll. Oh, we're gonna spin up a hill. That makes sense. Nice. Love that for me. Something that should have rolled down towards the hole settled like below it. Now we're up here. This is what we have left. And that's what we have left. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, can we just make things a little bit more normal here? 115. It's gonna have like 8 yards to go. I think if you give it just like a little bit on this to let it roll out, it might have a chance to actually do something. I hit it too fast. I think it rolls a little bit to the right, mostly down though. Man, we would have been so good, but that fast just takes us a little off the mark. Okay, still a 10-footer. Which means we are in range to have a little look-see. You just have to give it enough on these. And like this round is breaking more than what we had in the last one. So gotta make sure you have that all factored in. I think if you just send it, I don't need to really worry too much about... Yeah, like if we would have added to it, we would have been flirting with that bunker. Now we are in a situation where like the sandwich pitch wants to land somewhere around here. Oh, we're on an upslope. 89. Get this in a way, yeah, I think this is good. We don't take too much off of it, but it still has enough to like get the hop and stop, maybe a little roll. Yeah. I mean, we let that thing roll and it might actually go in with that line. It's like I want to give it a chance, but I also don't want to completely overcook it. Alright, that's a good drive. That'll give us a nice distance. Yeah, right up, oh, almost 360 carry. It's just always nice. You get that tailwind, you get the backspin going, bombs away, and then you're able to be in this position, which I don't think you want to play around too much with trying to get the sandwich pitch there, because I think you're going to land here and then have to screw with it too much. So this is going to be more about, you know, how is the ball gonna, how's it gonna play? And I think you play it pretty similarly to the last hole, honestly. Baby slowed it. But like that's the distance, I mean that's the distance control we wanted. Yeah, so that slow is obviously not great in terms of our miss out to the right, but yeah, you give yourself that chance. Whoa. That came back, but what was that movement out to the right? Holy cow. I mean, I guess I would have missed had the beginning of that putt broke how I thought, but that was kind of crazy. Like, where's the ball going? Because I look at my swing plate and like the line wasn't anything too crazy. High wind, but it's playing like 17, so this is like the high end of high. 192. It's gonna play pretty close out there. Give a little bit of loft, fully backspin it, because I think you're just in a situation here where this wind downhill is gonna carry it out to the right. Oh, I hit that. Ooh. Better than I thought. I thought I hit it way fast. Oh, but it's gonna hit the fairway. That means it's gonna take a big bounce and roll is no bueno. Dang. No, don't fist bump it. Man is getting happy about a green and red 35 feet away. Oh, that was so close. Like actually so close to being really, really nice. Is that tracking low? It is. Whoa. Don't love that. I do not love when you go past the hole and it just starts rolling and rolling and rolling. I don't need that whole rolling. Not here. I don't have the overpower in me, especially on this sort of narrow way here. I don't think you ever get that's such a good lie though. Hold on, 270. 280s wind. I mean, because it's on the uphill, you get such a crazy lie here. Oh, I hit it so fast though. I was trying to overpower it. I was trying to make big plays. At least we got back into the fairway, because that does make a difference here. And like the way these winds are playing up in that like 17, I know it's off the side, but even so, it was playing pretty strong earlier. I'm gonna play this as if it's gonna have the wind really. Well, I hit it mega fast, so that didn't help anybody. I say play it in a way where like the wind is actually really doing something, which it in fact was, but that was not great. That was actually really bad. Cool. Yeah, love the chips that you can't stop. Nothing like finding a way to bogey the par 5. Never mind, we found a way to par it, but I don't disagree with the way that I played that. That's just a really bad input on the pitch shot to just not even give yourself a chance to see if you had it dialed up anywhere near correctly. This 5-iron's gonna be short. This is kind of crazy. Loft a 4-iron. Hope you have it right. Line's good. Wall of wind. Knock it down. Ah, we did still sail it. Look how softly that sits, though. Oh, because it's a hill. It's coming back. Okay. Not terrible. What's happening? Why didn't that let me move my... It's kind of straight. A little bit of movement at the end. And you gotta play it kind of soft, so how much is that gonna move at the end there? Something like here. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. We're making a few dum-dums here and there on this 4th round, but it's mostly just bad inputs, and you know, those are gonna happen. Come on, ball, come back. There you go. Big ol' honkin' wins. .262, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Except I don't have the legs. Okay. This is interesting. Because I think you're like here. Which I guess is not the worst thing, so we're gonna go for the overpower. If we don't get it, that's okay. We're in the bunker. If we do get it. It's 102, that might not be enough overpower. Well, it might be. Pop up. It's almost the green. It is what I would call puttable. You know? It is what I would call puttable. It's such a steep start to this putt. It didn't take off the way that I thought it was going to. Yeah, it stays high side, that's okay. Had a chance. The way that foot sat, I didn't think it was gonna come out as straight. I really thought we were gonna have like this crazy snap, yeah, to the left that was just gonna influence the whole rest of that putt. Yeah, I see why the scores though in this round are the way they are. You got a lot of pitches. Got a lot of pitch shots if you play it that way. Cause like this is just gonna come out to the right and feed right, or like stay to the right. That felt pretty good. A little slow. Big kick and then it should bite. There you go. I mean, that's all you really need to do with the pitches. Like, as long as you... Like, obviously you want to give yourself a chance to roll them in. I like to put the brakes on the pitch. Just kind of land it short, hop it up, stop it, and give yourself a short putt. That, to me, is, like, the ideal... That was fast, and the wind I don't think is... Well... It is gonna save me. I gotta be less aggressive on those swings. But don't go in the heavy. Oh, that's light rough. Alright, so we did still get punished for it, but it's not as bad as we initially thought. 158. It's on a downhill lie. It's 158 to the front edge here, so this 175. 165, 149, downhill lie, wind. Oh, I slowed it. Not with that wind. Not with that wind. It's gonna be in the rough back here. Okay. Yeah, that's one you gotta hit tempo or at least go fast into the wind. Oh, that's long. It's gonna roll. Good putt read, though. Alright, fortunately that was a par 5. Initially I thought it was just a par 4 and that we were putting for par there. What is that, Colby? Stay in bounds. Okay. That was really bad. That was really, really bad. Especially where this is, I don't know what we're gonna do. Do not know. Because high end is quite short. Where are these slows coming from? It's not as slow as the last one, but my tempo has not been good on a few holes now. It's not been good on a few holes. Got like really on the low end there. What's going on, Jay? Need Tiger Woods golf back? Haven't played a golf game since. Technically, depends on how you view it. Tiger Woods is in the EA Tiger Woods. Yeah, those aren't a thing anymore. And haven't been in quite some time. Tiger Woods is technically the cover athlete of 2K23, and 2K has signed him to an agreement. So, in a certain sense, Tiger Woods golf is back. But in the sense that you're talking about, yeah, it's not coming back. And EA tried to make a new game, and it just kind of failed, and has pretty well been abandoned. So I think the days of the old school Tiger Woods games are gone. I'm gonna try. We're gonna go for this bunker here. Don't go up in the rough. Stay in the bunker. Give me that splash shot. Oh man, that was pretty good. I mean, obviously I was playing it to bite there, but that's pretty good overall. 125. You're gonna get wind at the back. I think you fully backspin this, and you hope that you have enough legs. That felt good. That felt good. I don't know how else you're supposed to get it close, because there's not really room to land that ball in front there. While starting with break, tiny bit of break late. Nice. Nice. We like that putt. This is a tight squeeze. It's less of a tight squeeze though, I think, if we full backspin this. Baby slow, so that's leaking towards the bunker. Hopefully there's some sort of kick left to save us, but I don't think so. Oh, lucky me. Lucky me. That changes the complexion. Yes, sir, Lucas. It's like days of old. It is like the days of old. Oh, I slowed it. Hit the ups. Oh, it's gonna go about the back. Oh, it held. Oh, it held. Days of old when I wasn't born yet? Yeah, but I'm allowed to know history. I'm allowed to know there was a history there. I know I'm young. I know it was before my time, alright? Alright, that's how we end it. That's how we end it. You know, some missed opportunities on that round and in round one. You know, having some tempo issues here and there, but 53 under after starting with a 10 under first round. I mean, after 36 chambers, I mean, I guess the fact that my initial gut response is who's that kind of paints the whole picture. 36 chambers. Wu-Tang. I've heard of them. It was about a year and a half before me. Hey, thank you for the GGs. That says everything, right? Right, Lockshead? Yeah, I mean, we had some bad off the tee. Longest scoring shot, 3.6. Holeouts, 0. That checks out. That classical album, I don't know, man. I'm not a huge classical music guy. Not really my vibe. 7 out of 10. This was, yeah, the one medium putt was that eagle putt. Feels bad, man. But like, that was a pretty good. Why don't more TGC players hole out? How soon we forget. Well, look at all those hole 5 albatrosses. 3 hole 5 albatrosses to start. Instead of trying to dunk it, no, there's a reason. There's a reason, Lockshead, why I am where I am. I am the idiot who goes after, like, I have high proximity because we try and dunk it and we just, yeah, we stick it close still. But we definitely try and hole out quite a bit. Had 2 shorter ones, but I don't know, the first couple weeks back playing this game after our long like our 2-month hiatus or whatever, I think we had back-to-back days where we hold out. Actually 3 straight days, I think, where we hold out while we were just playing different TGC tournaments. Like 100 something, 150. Like, we had a couple of different ones. If we don't hole out, who will? The people play in pro societies, probably. Yeah, my chips haven't been as good lately. I will say that. My chips have not been as good lately. We've made some within the past day or two. Like, they're starting to get on the mend, but my chip breeds have just been a little bit off. Ball coming out like way shorter than I think it is, or it's not rolling all the way to the hole. I'm having a really hard time, for whatever reason, like, making sure that the ball gets a chance. Like, even if I miss it low, I'm like landing it shorter, so it's breaking more because it has more time to break, and I'm not letting it roll enough. So I'm like, everything I'm missing low side. Pin location green, yeah. Like, there's a lot of times we're missing the green near the pin. Like, especially in 2K21, it was the case that, like, that was not a bad place to be. You were in 2K21, you were like almost guaranteed. You would hole out so many chip shots. It's a lot different with the 2K23 chipping mechanics. Like, my chip-in rate is a lot higher now than it was, like, early in the game. Early in the game, I really struggled with coming to grips on, like, how to read my chips. But 2K21, your lob wedge chip was 7 yards. So, like, that 10 up to like 10-yard chip range was like money, because it was just, you tweaked the amount of loft and spin, and you were like almost always, like, you knew where it was gonna land, one hop in. That he wanted with really good stat. Just tell him to get good. Tell him life's not fair. You know, give him all the colloquialisms or whatever the fancy word is there. Try and teach him. Sucks to suck. Exactly. Tell him the world's not fair. It hurts, don't it? Yeah, we almost squeezed out a PlayStation top 10. Definitely strokes out there, especially in round 1. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. He threatened to kick you. There you go. There you go. T13, yeah, not bad. I don't know what it'll translate to, because obviously you got Stives and stuff who's in the Champions Tournament. I don't know if there's anybody else above me in the Champions Tournament. I don't know if Scuds won. Coxter, I think, must have in the past year. So there's a couple guys who will get removed from this, but we're probably still top 15 to 20 overall for the tournament. So I will absolutely take that. Going from a 10 under first round to then, yeah, we pop off a 16 under and then continue that sort of momentum into the weekend and climb the leaderboard. That's really good in my books. That is really, really good in my books. Okay. So some orders of stream business. Tomorrow, we will be live again in the morning. We'll be playing some more Elden Ring. If you missed it, we streamed Elden Ring today, and we were able to beat the big bad final boss of the Elden Ring DLC. Tomorrow we're going to pick up where we left off from that. I've got some extra area of the DLC left to explore, so we're going to go check that stuff out, see what we can't find. Elden Ring a fancy way of saying The Last of Us? No. But, Lucas, maybe next week? Because what I'm thinking is tomorrow we've got our last day stream before I have to go back to work and life goes back to normal. So we're going to day stream Elden Ring. That'll be like 8 to noon Eastern-ish. And then Monday, we'll be back to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7:30 Eastern. After what happened with TrueSim this week, I think it's safe to say I'm not going to be playing more TrueSim, at least in this game. Maybe we'll try it again in the next game. TrueSim is not here to stay for 2K23. I think next week we might go back to doing some split streams and putting a story game on the back end. So we'll probably do like our normal warm-up, break, or warm-up, yeah. Warm-up on the range, warm-up round, break, TGC, break, and then maybe we'll start The Last of Us. Because I've been holding off. It's still in my library. And so we can play that on the back end of streams Monday through Thursday. Now, here's the caveat. As we keep talking about, I'm going to roll it back. If we get substantial information that gives a date over the weekend, the story mode stuff might change. Okay? So if we get information that like points us to an actual date during this for 2K25, that may persuade things. So things may change over the weekend if the Century presents us with something 2K25 related. It might not. We don't know. But that's kind of where we're at right now. Okay? That is kind of where we're at right now. That being said, I think for the time being, we're going to be on golf. I guess The Last of Us for now. Split streaming it. When the new game comes out, we'll probably go pretty heavy 2K25 for a while. Especially because through the summer and stuff, that's like peak people playing virtual golf just by the numbers that we were looking at. And then maybe into the winter we resume the split, because like obviously golf is our main content. That's what we're going to keep with. We'll play it by ear. I think it'll be smart to have the split both from a mental standpoint, but switch things up. And like, you guys can probably see, and like, as has just been obvious to me, when I don't have something like Plat that I'm like engaged with, I feel like the content falls off because I mentally like check out of it, and it's just we're swinging a golf club and not much else is happening. Now if vibes are good and we're playing other stuff, then like that's different, but you know, it gets to a point where it's just like me getting frustrated and not really caring and nobody caring, and then it's like, okay, well, what are we doing? So I think that's the general plan. Elden Ring tomorrow, and then next week, golf and variety, kind of like we did back when we were doing college football. But maybe we'll try and do some story stuff of some games that have broader interest, I guess is the best way to say it. Like some more popular stuff. I know, like, I enjoy Slay the Spire. That's a little more niche, but try and get some things involved that maybe have a little bit broader of a net of interest, and things that may interest me as well. So I think that's all that's on my brain right now. I mean, the only other thing on my brain is follow the Twitch, sub to the YouTube. All right, because we got, we didn't hit the number in 2024. That's okay. We did not get to the 800, but on our first stream, we were at like 788, I think, at the end of the year. Stream number 1 yesterday, 2K24 or 2K23 rather. We got 6 subs. That's big. That was a huge YouTube stream. I don't know what happened. Vertical stream popped off. 6 subs. We got another sub this morning. We're climbing towards 800. I would love to hit 1,000 this year. I think with the new game drop, we will. Ideally, the sooner we hit that 1,000, the better it is for me, because then, if we're being transparent, at 1,000 subs on YouTube, you get ad rev. Game launch is obviously going to be the biggest point of viewership on videos, and thereby when ad rev would actually be happening on a larger scale. So that would be kind of cool to, see like $2 come my way, We're going to disregard the fact that I think YouTube has a payout minimum and all of that, but whatever, okay? I can aspire to make some side cash, all right? Not being greedy, it just kind of passively happens. Everybody wins. All right, so that's that. And also, I'm gonna just plug the Discord. If you have not followed or have not joined the Discord, that's the best place to keep up with when we're going live. Don't trust Twitch's notification system. It's hot garbage. It is actually hot garbage. So that is the best place to keep up with things, and that's also where I've been posting stream announcements. I have not been posting stream announcements on Twitter. I feel like having it in the more like close-knit kind of space of Discord has been a better way to go. So yeah, that's where I'm leaving. That's where I'm leaving that at. We're gonna go over and host an old friend of mine, Mr. Posy. He's doing some Dark Souls 3 no-hit D-Rust, which is, for those of you that don't know, is an old thing that we used to do. Yo, what's going on, C-Mount? Appreciate that, dude. For those of you who don't know me from years ago, we used to play Dark Souls 3 a lot. We no-hit the game. It's like my secret past that people are slowly becoming aware of because we talk about it from time to time. But he's an old buddy of mine from that time period. He's revisiting Dark Souls 3 and playing some all bosses no-hit stuff. So go and say hello to my if I remember correctly, Bosnian friend. He's good people. You'll be in good hands. We'll be back here tomorrow morning, Elden Ring, and then back on Monday night for more golf. Bye-bye.